What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Kalibo 24/7. You already know what date it is. It is a Monday. Welcome back to my YouTube channel as I bring you this new Forex banging video. And we just preparing for this new coming week, right? So please make sure you do like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not, and don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video like this one. So without wasting more time, let's jump straight into the video. Let's go. Alright guys, here we're looking at USD JPY, and this pair, guys, I did tell you, I think it was just somewhere around here, and I did say that I'm anticipating that at least it comes back to this price right here, and then from here maybe I'm going to take my entry point and then start selling, right? So what happened is I never took the entry right there, but I took it exactly at that point, because now this candlestick alone, the bullish one, was just too much. It broke and it done like so much momentum to the upside. This was a red flag for me to just take an execution right there. But what I did is I placed more sell stops just about here, so that when it comes back, it came back, took me in very well with huge profits, like instant. So from here I had an aggressive entry, which is, I understand why, because of this resistance, of course, and this part right here, they do support each other. The theory there is just, it's just there, the evidence is there, guys, that we are selling, right? So took a nice sell there, about 2 positions, and then the rest of my positions were here, and we made profits, So with USD JPY, we did get into profits, but remember, this pair, man, is like I'm not liking it. But anyways, we did see that overall we're on a downtrend. So right now we are on the support. All right, so with USD JPY, this is what I'm seeing with this pair right here. As you can see, we're having this channel right there, right? What I can do is also maybe just add this one from that point to that one right there, because we do see that we almost having these small fake outs, right? So with all of the data that we have collected, or yes, we have collected, and what we see here on the charts is that the market, once it breaks above this, it's fine, I'm not going to take any entries, but once it breaks above this zone right here, then I'm going to take more entries to the buying side, because it makes no sense according to risk ratio that we sell here and looking at like the profits that you're going to get. Yes, you're going to get profits. Yes, you're supposed to trade with the trend, which is a downtrend right now, but according to me, unless you're a scalper, of course, or you're just aiming a certain pips, your stop loss needs to be as well as good as your take profit. So here's what's happening here. I'm anticipating a buy that the market will buy as soon as it breaks above this trend. Let me zoom in. Once the market breaks above this trend line right there, then I'm looking that the market will buy, but I'm not going to just take buy opportunities or buying trades. I'm going to wait for a market to break above at least this zone right here, and then from there I know that overall I'm moving towards the upside, right? And what's also happening here, if the market sells, of course, then yeah, you can scalp the market, because like looking at the chart itself, this whole space is like a reversal point for the market. Like the market can just shoot all the way up just to fill up the space right there, since the market has been dropping the whole week last week. And if like you're taking sell opportunities and the market decides to buy now, looking at like the distance for your selling position till this point, which is, it will be your take profit, it's just too small, right? And looking at this opposite side for your stop loss, is just a huge chunk of space. So that just makes sense to me to say I'd rather buy more and sell less, But in this case, let's just prepare for either way. So right now what I see is that we're still on this bearish trend. So what's going to happen here for me, what I anticipate is that if I'm going to take selling opportunities, rather I wait for the market to break just below this support zone right here. And once the market is below that, then definitely I'm going in hard with a sell. So USD JPY, I am anticipating that maybe this week it will buy. However, with the buy, it's still not in a good zone to buy. However, that's what I'm just saying. After this, after it breaks this zone, then it only makes sense to me to start buying USD JPY. But for now, we are still very strong towards the downside, but I'm just not happy selling because of the risk reward. It's not that much according to the buying position, So be on the lookout for both. For a sell below this zone right there, and for a buy above that resistance zone. So it should make sense to you when to buy, when to sell. Maybe I can just put in these arrows so that you can understand what I'm talking about. And then here, okay, let's just put it just about there. I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough with me. Maybe I can just remove this one so that you can see what's popping right there. So there you go. There you have it. This is what I am personally anticipating on this current pair. So be on the lookout to buy USD JPY once it breaks the above zone, and sell USD JPY once it breaks below that support zone. Yo. For those who remember, man, I just told you, if you're an aggressive trader, you can start taking buys, which is I was more hyped about buying this pair. Like you just know when you know that the market is gonna do this, right? So here's what's happening here. I saw that the market, like, okay, it's fine, it's on a good momentum for a downtrend, which is these two channels, but the overall direction is towards the upside. And I just told you guys, once it breaks above this trend, definitely I'm taking more buying opportunities, but the market was still somewhere down here. So I did tell you to take buys and maybe just put your stop loss somewhere down below there, right? And whoever did that, well, they made good profits. So let's analyze for this week's market and see what's really about to go down. We can see that we had this flag previously and we anticipated buys, and now we're having this second flag, which is, it tells me that the market had to push aggressive, but it did not. So it makes sense to me that this week, this coming week, the market will be selling. So with AUD USD, we're just looking on a sell, which makes sense because USD JPY, we said it's gonna buy. So these two pairs, they do complement each other. So yeah, we're looking at sells this coming week. So make sure that you're taking selling opportunities more than buying opportunities. So I'm not gonna even waste my time just trying to figure out where to buy once the market is starting to move towards the upside. I'm just not interested in buying this pair. It only just makes more sense to me when we're selling. So should you start to see buying patterns, then I don't know. Just don't take any buying opportunities right now. All I see for now is that just take a sell position as soon as the market opens, and put your stop loss just inside the channel right there. I don't know. Let's see how many pips. Let's see how many pips are they. When it comes to your stop loss, so that you don't really risk too much. Just inside. Okay, let's just make it 400 points. See, with your risk reward right there, it's 1:1.5. So not really that bad, so you can just, maybe you can wait for the market to at least come back towards the upside, right there, towards this zone right here, and then once it touches this trend line right here, and then you can sell. But anyways, let's just put it exactly at right there. It's still fine with me. So you can take aggressive entries. Yep. if you're using lot 0.01, that simply means you're going to lose about $4, and you're going to make profits of about what, $6. So according to me, that's almost a 1-to-1 risk ratio, which is not really that bad. You always have to start somewhere, but I'm pretty sure this looks like an M, and what's going to happen is that I'm just anticipating that the market will drop all the way towards the downside. It's AUD, guys. This pair moves like crazy when it has to. So sell AUD USD, and yeah, just put your stop loss just about inside that zone. But if you have a huge appetite, then what you can do is just widen up your stop loss, make it to be above, and that's about 500 points, which is 50 pips. Not really that bad. And that's if also you are looking to hold for plus minus 2 to 3 days. Of course, that's a good stop loss. But if you're a day trader, scalper, then I wouldn't suggest, if you're scalping, to use this much of a stop loss. But even if you're a day trader, I can say maybe this is still good, a good stop loss. That's if you are pretty sure about your trend and your direction. So AUD USD, I'm looking at a sell. Euro USD, yeah, we got played, guys. We got played. Our sell never really happened. Market broke above structure, came back, but I did not take any trades right there because I could see that it's still playing within the trend, and the market has been pushing towards the upside, and I was really not interested in buying because now of this two zones right there, it's just too tight for me, right? And you can see the market has been just playing right there. With Euro USD, it makes sense to me why it would sell. Look at this. If you can look at this looks almost the same as the AUD USD pair, right? And right here, this is what I'm seeing, a double top right there, which is an M formation. A M formation is what I am seeing right there, something like this. So that's a clean M for me. So it makes sense to me why Euro USD would sell, right? So I am anticipating to sell Euro USD since from last week, so I'm still gonna continue with that. I'm just gonna say from down there, you can take selling opportunities, but don't go too aggressive, because now the market, I know it will, looking at the market structure, the market likes to retest almost at the very same previous level of resistance. It's not doing the lower low, is it lower low and lower high? It's not doing the lower high thing, but it's almost coming back towards the very same previous high, and then it makes only the lower lows. So I hope that makes sense in a way. But yeah, the overall direction will continue to move towards the downside. So make sure that when you take your entries, you take good entries, good pips. That's if, of course, you're not looking to hold for the next 2 to 3 days or for the entire week. Then just take your pips and move, especially if you're a day trader. Get your pips, 500 points or so, and then take your profits. But if you're gonna swing this, then it's all good. I don't think you'd mind to come back and see that the market is back towards the previous high, and maybe you're holding some few losses, or maybe your profits are just not that big. So the market will continue towards the selling side. So this is what I'm seeing as well on Euro USD, that the market is overall going towards the selling side. Maybe not drag the arrow all the way down like that. Maybe just till this point, because we cannot ignore the signs, right? So that can be potentially a first take profit, and let's just say from there we're gonna have, let's make it about 200 points, which is really good. From 200 points, let's just make it 250. But 250, so the risk ratio here, it's 3.8, almost like 4. So that's the risk reward. So your profit is 4 times your stop loss. It makes sense to me, right? That's almost about what, 1,000 points, which is 100 pips. That's a good take profit right there. And knowing Euro USD, it does move, but this movement can happen in either like 2 to 3 days. not in just a single day, unless of course there are fundamentals that will push the market that hard. So Euro USD, we are looking at a sell. We were betrayed by this pair. It never really did what it was supposed to. However, we did get into small profits, but it pushed back towards the upside. So I wouldn't regard this as a win. But of course, unless you're a scalper and a day trader, then this is good enough, you know. But yeah, I'm just not impressed. So let's analyze for this week's market and see what's happening. But I'm also anticipating that the market will sell. Same applies as Euro USD and AUD USD. All right, so this is what I'm seeing on AUD USD. Sorry, not AUD, but GBP USD is that we're having some type of a double bottom, double top as well, which is this time it retested this level about 3 times, and that's a huge indication that the market is buying, right? I don't see signs of a continuation pattern, because this would look sometimes like a continuation pattern towards the upside, but I don't see any signs of that. So I'm just gonna still consider this as a selling market. So I'm more interested in selling once the market breaks below this trend line right there. You see the support. Once it breaks that, then definitely we're going down like waterfall. You know, remember gold like collapsed huge. So with GBP USD, definitely I'm looking at a sell once the market breaks below this support line. So don't tell this to your friends, guys. This is a secret. This is the signal I'm giving you. So just make money alone, and you know, I'm joking, guys. Just still do share the video, do share the information that I do provide, as is free of charge. So GBP USD, we are looking at a sell on this pair. Make sure that your stop loss is also above this zone right here. So just put your stop loss somewhere around there, because this is the zone, and usually the market plays within the zone. So you don't want to be trapped in the market, you know, trying to be MacGyver or superheroes or of some sort. With GBP, because it's like a whole lot volatile, I suggest let's make it 400. Let's make it 400. That's if also we still want to take our entry once the market breaks this trend right there, and guaranteed I know the market will move overall towards the upside, and that's if we're having a very volatile week. If it's too slow, then ish, yeah, I cannot really promise you that the market will be volatile. But yeah, this is what we are anticipating. So make sure that you do take, it's either you take your aggressive entries as of like at market open and just put your stop loss right there, because it would be a tight stop loss. Just now you can lower stop loss to be about what, 300 points. That gives you just about enough room. Also consider this previous high, right? So you can just make maybe your stop loss just a little bit higher than that point, so that you don't get to be spiked out. So it should make sense to you now that what's the risk ratio right there? Damn, the risk ratio is 2, so that's 6.2. That's about 6 times your stop loss. So it's a good risk reward, right? So GBP USD, we are looking at a sell. USD CAD, this is what happened on the last week movement. I did tell you that we're having about 2 probabilities, and I cannot really tell you which direction the market is going to go. However, the information that we had was towards the upside, but I did tell you that the market might just push towards the downside or the upside, because the market might just do some tricks right there, because like it was a clean buy, but looking at the previous data with what I know about the market, I was like, no man, something is just about to happen here. So I cannot just give one signal. Hence I put these 2 arrows right there, and look, bam, and the market started to sell, right? Kept on retesting this zone, and it's still retesting on that zone. So chances are this week definitely the buy now will happen. How do I know? I just know, you know. There are things that I just know about the market. Sometimes it's just looking at the market, seeing how it behaves, it just makes sense to you that no man, from this point 1 2 3 has to happen, or maybe it's about to happen. So I'm seeing that the market will just continue selling just about this maybe trend line right there. So definitely the market will be buying all the way till that trend line. So you can just take a buy on USD supports the theory of USD So I'm really keen on buying this pair, but only and only when it breaks above the zone. And as you can see, sometimes it has these false breaks. So I'd suggest let the market buy, let the market come back for a retest, and then you can start buying. So don't just take buys just because you see that the market now has broken towards the upside. So just chill a bit, let the market play, let the market do its things. It's not gonna leave you behind. It's always giving you guys chances to take entries. If you know how retests work, the pullbacks and whatnot, that definitely you will know how to enter the market. So just about here, take your buying opportunities all the way towards the upside. Should you have any questions, feel free to DM me on my Instagram. Of course, if you want to take my course as well, just DM me on my Instagram and you and I can just have a nice chat. So yeah, this is what I'm anticipating on this week's market. We are seeing that the market is overall towards the buying side on the USD currency, and whatever is anti-dollar, then it's going towards the downside. So just one more pair that we need to analyze, which is gold. This is what I said, gold will sell. That's why I put this trend line. It's been doing that ever since, going down, gold has been supporting me lately. It's been supporting me and my family. I'd like to thank gold, for respecting my joking, guys, I'm joking. But yeah, gold has been making us money. As you can see, gold is on a downtrend as well. Let me not just ignore that gold has been doing this for quite some time now. It's been trading via sideways, break the level sideways, and hopefully it will break one more time, because like there's always about 3 structures on the market before the market can make a reversal, right? I don't know if you guys know that secret, but there's about 3 levels. There's A, B, C. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm sure you've seen some strategies called 1, 2, 3. I don't know about the A, B, C, but when it comes to alphabets, they like to make it A, B, C, D, E, but with this one, I'm just talking about the 3 levels, which is 1, 2, 3. So this is what I'm seeing. The market, it's gonna break this level, like this part right there, and go all the way and create this long, trend and whatnot. I mean, it's already December vibes here, and the market is really not that volatile. Let's be honest. The market is really not that volatile, but you can still make money. So it's just consolidating. It's not going anywhere. It's just playing between 2 prices. Maybe it will go to like what's that point? Is it 2000? It will go back to 2000 sometime next year, maybe February or something. But right now I'm seeing gold dropping all the way to 1.8. So that's the next zone I'm seeing gold at. So you can, from my view, I'm saying take more selling opportunities on gold. All right, for now, I don't see any good entry. I won't lie to you. The only thing that makes sense is to sell once the market breaks the support trend line. But for now, I really don't see any point where I can say from here you can sell, at least not on 1 hour. Maybe if we can drop like 5 minutes or something. Coming back to 5 minutes, we just see that we're having nice opportunities now for a buy. Here's what I'm seeing. So this is what I'm seeing on 5 minutes, which is on 5 minutes you're really scalping. You cannot say you're swinging gold and analyzing on 5 minutes. So on 5 minutes, yes, I do see a clean setup for a buy. Maybe even a clean setup for a sell once it breaks the trend line. It just makes sense to me, because it will break this zone and it will break this trend. Overall, we're going towards the downside. So I'm just gonna sell gold all the way, maybe till okay, let's just use this one right there. Just all the way till this zone right there, and that's where I'm gonna have my first take profit, and then from there I'm just gonna see what's gonna happen next, and hopefully the market will still continue to sell, because a retest it is possible, but when gold sells, it like goes like down like crazy. So gold, I'm also seeing a sell because it does support GBP USD, Euro USD, and AUD USD. So it makes sense to me to say gold is going to sell more. So that's it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy, guys. Make sure you do like the video, share with friends and family, and do subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not. Please, please, please remember, this is a road to 500 subscribers, but the ultimate goal is to get 1,000. So I really appreciate your support, guys. Other than that, it's been your boy Kaliba signing out. Peace.